Hello, I'm Payton, the composer for Muse, and today I'm going to do a composer's breakdown of the music that I created. To make Muse possible, there were two main themes that I created. One for the tears that happened every time he shapeshifted, and one to kind of show his current state. Allow me to break both of those down. The tear motif is with a violin or a cello, and it typically goes like this. That appears every time he starts kind of crying or tearing up, and I thought it'd be very important to emphasize. The most important part of the tear theme is the fact that it ends on this kind of very sad note. And this pays off in the end when it sounds very happy. When I initially created the theme for Muse, it was very melodic, with a very long melody that was very flowing and ongoing, until I realized that the theme of Muse is something very different. Muse changes into different shapes, into different people, but he still remains the same person. And I wanted the main theme for the short to reflect that. And so the theme does the same thing. We have this very F note, and it tries going up, it tries changing, but then it goes back to it. And then it tries changing even more, and then it goes back to it, until it's trying to go down, but it still goes back to that F. That's the most important part of this leitmotif. The fact that it keeps on trying to change despite remaining the same, always falling back on that F, because he is still the same creature despite being in other people's bodies. This is the Muse theme. In the bottom left is my mixer channel, where I have taken every instrument and color-coded them. One thing that pops up throughout Muse is this riser that I created that sounds like this. Yeah, that was probably really boring. Cut that out. We'll show a few of my very expensive instruments. Mallet Flux just sound very ethereal and very nice to play. I use the Celesta throughout the course of this soundtrack. And I also use the marimba at times. The tension was really high for the fireman scene, and to do that, I use Thrill, a horror virtual instrument that allows me to create really scary sounds. Very cool. Thank you for joining me for our composer's breakdown of the music in Muse. This video is probably way too long. How long is it? Yep, it's 24 minutes long. Okay, good luck editing it. Include this as a bloopers. Include... Don't do that, don't do that. My plan is to ramble and for you to edit it however you want to. Today, I'm gonna do a director's breakdown. No, I'm not the director. God... Good luck, David. I'm sorry. I'm realizing that nobody knows what a leitmotif is, so I'm trying to think on how to explain this. I'm so sorry. You're going to be watching all of this and be like, oh my god, let him just get to the goddamn point. When I initially created the... I'm looking and I'm noticing that this is 12 minutes long already, and you probably only have like 30 seconds of material to pull from this. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna keep on going. So as we're waiting for Muse to kind of load up, there's something very funny that I would like to note. In the metadata of the audio file, I wrote a brief description of what it is that says, Muse is a short film about a shapeshifter who learns to find his true identity. However, the person reading already knows that. You're a nerd. And I find it funny because literally nobody else is going to know about the metadata except for me and David. Sorry. This is why it takes me so long to compose music. I'll be like going through virtual instruments and then just randomly start playing and get off topic very quickly. This is my life. This is the pain and struggle. Okay.